Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel, and in this video I want to talk to you about different diets and different reactions. Guys, this is something that I was thinking about. I was talking to somebody who had commented on the channel, and they were talking about how they had just gotten off of the keto diet, and that they kind of had some bad experience or whatever. I don't really know what happened. They didn't go into great detail or whatever, but and then I was asked by another person about was I a vegetarian? Well, no, I'm not a vegetarian. If I'm anything, it's a raw-tarian. Truly, honestly, that's what I am. I mean, if I was gonna put a label on it, I have always loved raw foods, and it's just always been a desire to eat raw foods my whole life, because I saw my mother heal her body from breast cancer, and time and time again I've seen my mother do this with raw foods. And my mother is not a raw foodist now. She eats meat, she eats everything, but if she could, she would eat the way that I eat, but she lives in a situation where she can't really do that. She could, but she really doesn't want to. I truly believe people can do whatever they want to do, but they have to want to do it. And, guys, you have to want to. That's just it. We are all grown adults here. And what I just want to say about that is different diets have different reactions, and that's what I've truly learned on my healing journey. Everybody usually that is going on a diet, they are either doing it for health reasons, or they're doing it to lose weight, or they're doing it for the health reason to lose weight, or they're trying to heal a specific part of their body. Detoxing is huge. Going on different detoxing regimens. The grapefruit or the grape cure, look into that. Look into the Seneca Indian. I have videos on all of these things, and I really need probably to do a playlist on all of the different diets, because I really think, guys, that it's huge. Not getting really sucked into one diet and thinking that is the way forever. Really, we need to listen to our bodies, and we need to consciously be aware of what is going on. For instance, like if you start having these crazy symptoms, like, the crazy symptoms like craving ice, blood sugar spikes, stuff like that. We need to consciously be aware of those things, and pay attention to the cues that your body is giving you. If you're tired all the time, that's probably not a good sign. If you don't have any energy, certain little things that your body may tell you. And, or simply if you're tired, you might need to rest. But I'm talking about chronic fatigue, where you're just like, you can't get out of the bed in the mornings. And guys, that was me. At one point in time in my life, I was so toxic. It was horrible. And I had no idea what was going on. I just knew that I had this stomach that I couldn't get rid of. And I was under so much stress, and I knew that I was having problems going to the bathroom. Oh, there was a groundhog on the side of the road. He was sticking his little butt up oh, he was gonna get hit. I hope he's okay. He found something on the side of the road. He was chowing down. His little butt was just sticking off the edge of the road, and he was down in the ditch. That was funny. That would have been a cute picture. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, guys, different diets. So my ideology on this is to try as many diets as you possibly can. Spice it up. I'll do one diet one day. I'll do a dry fast one day. I'll do my ultimate goal is to do a water fast, a long-term water fast. And I keep building up to it, and like right when I'm going to do it, some major sale will go on some type of food that I want. And but the thing about it is I do one meal a day a lot, pretty much every single day. And I do intermittent fasting. So I feel like that really I do enough fasting. But there's nothing like the water fasting to heal your body, and that's what I really, really want to do. I really want to heal my intestines, my stomach, my colon, and I feel like where I constantly, I kind of have a little bit of a binge eating problem. Not a whole lot, but something will happen, and for example, I bought 2 pounds of green grapes, and I've not really had not any green grapes. I've been eating red ones. Well, they had a different flavor to them. Well, I just kept eating them and kept eating them, and I sat there and ate 2 pounds of grapes. Well, for a little person like me, that's probably too much into my system at one time. Not to mention the fact that I just drank a green juice prior to that. And so, I've kind of got a problem with stopping eating. I will start eating, and then I can't stop. It's kind of okay, get a hold of yourself, smack yourself around. And it really probably, I need to pray over my food more before I eat. I'm sure that wouldn't hurt. Praying is huge, and it all starts up in our mind, guys. That's another thing. So if you're planning on eating, let's say you've decided you're going to eat raw food for the week, then what you should do is to go to the grocery store and get all of your groceries, and plan on not eating out, and do your meal planning. Just get all the groceries for 3 days. That's probably about the way you should do it, for 3 days. And don't spend money. What I do is I spend all of my money on juicing supplies, and then that way I pretty much spend most of my money, and then it's okay, well, there went my spending money. I don't have any more, and it puts more value on the raw food, and I'm okay, I'm not gonna let that go to waste. I will literally eat everything in my cabinet, and I won't waste it. And it just puts more value on it, and then that's what's for dinner. That's what's in my cabinet. Now, even though I'm still buying food for my family, it's stuff that I know the consequences for those foods are not going to be good if I eat them. I just recently I've stopped the sugar addiction problem that I had, because I realized it was causing heavy periods, and that was the missing link for me. The iodine and the detoxing and the iodine protocol and all that stuff really helped my periods a lot. But the real culprit and missing link for me was figuring out that the sugars had a serious detrimental effect. Plus, I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. All of those things. If you go look up, period, heavy bleeding, all that stuff, they say, minimalize those types of foods and so forth. But, and sugar, processed sugar, I'm not talking about fruit sugar. I can eat as much fruit as I want. I don't have a problem with the fruit. And so that just goes to show there is a huge difference between fruit sugar and processed sugar. I mean, my problem was I was going down to the gelato shop, the Italian ice cream place, and I just, got an ice cream and kept going and kept eating it, and just like out of control, nobody's business, like messed up. So I had to stop that little scenario. But guys, it really is mind over matter, and you can do it. You can do it. You just have to set your mind to it. And it's just so very true. And prayer, meditation. If you would like me to do some guided meditations for those types of things, I'd be glad to, or some guided prayers. That's critical. And love is huge, because like a big pitfall that I used to have is like I would get into this really great plane of being where I would just be like super duper healthy, detoxing, tons of energy, but then my mind, my psyche was so warped, and I started just thinking some really toxic thinking, and it totally screwed me up. Like, it's huge. It really is. That is a big issue. So, there's a lot to it, guys. There's a lot to this, and it takes time. Rome was not built in a day, and you're not going to be able to get your health back within a day. It took a while for you to get your body into this situation. Think of how many Pal's hamburgers you ate, or how many donuts you shoved into your mouth. How many processed food dinners you ate, on and on and on, guys. And candy bars, it's just, it never ends. Halloween candy. Guys, this time of the year is coming up. Halloween is just right around the corner. There's candy in every food aisle. You just don't go there. Don't do it. Don't even buy it for your kids. Do them a favor. That stuff is totally toxic, and I know it's hard. I'll be the first to admit, I have a 16-year-old, and there's nothing I can do to keep him off of that stuff. And, I tried for years. But it's mind over matter. It's setting your goals, sticking to it, making a plan, quit making excuses for why you can't do it. That's, huge. Everybody does that. Everybody makes up these bogus, stupid, asinine excuses to why you can't do a certain thing. And I've been drinking grape juice right now, and I'm kind of like, but I better go in here and put these groceries up. But I just wanted to let you know that, you can do it if you stick your mind to it, and don't be afraid to try different diets. You can do different things like, there's tons of diets. OMAD, intermittent fasting, just water fasting. Try different regimens, try different things. What might work for you may not work for somebody else. What might work for somebody else may not work for you. But try it. See what your body, it's great. You did the keto thing. That's awesome. Now you might want to try a high carb, low fat. See what that does. or just try eat. The thing I really liked about the Seneca Indian fast is you just eat vegetables one day, and then another day you just eat fruit, and in between those 2 days you kind of do like a little tea fast. So, you know, look at my video on the Seneca Indian fast. I will put a link down in the description box to that video, the Seneca Indian fast. Like, I loved that fast. That was like a connection, a body-mind connection experience, a spiritual experience. It really was. And fasting is very spiritual. You know, God said to fast in the Bible. I mean, guys, you know, we're supposed to fast like once a week at least. I know the Catholics do. And, you know, it's really a big deal. Fasting is huge. I'm going to have to get in. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.